himself aloof. And that's not what we're talking about here. But there's a certain measure of vulnerability, but there's also a measure of wisdom. And that's why wisdom invites us to apply truth to the specific situations that we encounter. And so we have to determine before God and ask the Spirit who is in us, what is the message? What am I to bring to this person's life? And for some it may be just to walk alongside of him. For some it may be to bear his burdens. For some it may to just share his grief. Job's counselors would have been better served by weeping with him and not offering their idiotic opinions. The stupidest things that people may say are at funerals. You stop and think about it. Most times when people they're so embarrassed by the situation, they don't know what to say, so they say something foolish and come with some simplistic answer. Better to embrace another person and to be quiet, but to empathize with them in that situation. So but there are other times when a word must be fitly spoken, and there may be a word of a rebuke or encouragement. So we need to discern, but it's not one or the other. It's both and, but the measure is going to be according to the wisdom of God that we ask the Spirit of God to give us, so that we are, but the more we experience the comfort of God through our own adversities, the deeper we become, and the more we bring depth, because our roots must be increasingly grounded in the Word of God and in that water of life. So as you send those roots down more and more deeply, then you have the stability in the storms of life so that you're not uprooted. And then you begin to not only put roots downward, but to bear fruit upward. And I think that's part of our call. Okay. Last thought and we'll be done.
One scripture that really gets to the issue is Philippians 2:3. It says, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition, but or vain conceit, but in humility consider others better than yourself."
Yeah, that's a great verse.
One should look not only to your own interest, but also to
yeah. Actually, it's a verse that I should have thrown in. So thanks for putting it in there. The Philippians is that particular text is a rich one.